Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And now your host, Kyle Ruff.
Life is crazy, dude. Switching to the new studio. I have peas on my feet.
It's beautiful, man.
I got ice, dude. I'm an athlete.
So why is your foot so fucked?
It's from, we talked about it on the last podcast. It's from the 50 miler I did. That fucking tendon on the big toe just keeps flaring up. So.
And that was a month ago.
Yeah.
And it's still shitty.
Yeah, you're not supposed to run that many miles at one time.
Turns out.
The human body's not supposed to do it.
Yeah. Not unless you're a Kenyan and you do it every day.
It can do it.
It can.
But this is.
But it sure doesn't want to.
Then you got peas on your feet during a podcast.
You got frozen piss on your feet.
God.
So you pee. Frozen pee.
I don't know. It's just the price we pay for being who we are.
It's the price we pay, dude.
We're
being
living
awesome.
Steamboat, dude. We got to fucking be athletic. We got a podcast.
Duh. Did you hear the lady at open mic last night on the way out? She was like, "You're really good at volleyball." And I was like, "Damn straight, bitch."
Yeah.
That's the only good thing about my open mic set last night. That can be a topic for the show, is pretentious bitches who come to open mic and ruin it. But anyways, welcome to the Steamboat Comedy Podcast, everybody.
Woo!
We're in the new studio.
People are loving it already.
Yeah, the live studio audience. They're quiet, but they love it.
I can see the clicks already happening because of the new studio.
Oh, yeah. People are going to be like, did you hear about the new Steamboat Comedy Podcast studio?
I heard it's a whole new vibe.
Yeah.
And it is.
It's a vibe. Our podcast is all about vibes.
This is great, dude. This is way better than the old studio. We got the green walls. We got the new studio sign. We have a sign we're going to write stuff on here.
We can write stuff in the background.
So this podcast isn't going to be too different from the other podcasts.
No, it's going to be quite similar, just it's better on our comfort level. We got new chairs.
We got new chairs. We got a new table.
A new table.
If you're not watching this on video, you have no shits about this.
Yeah.
You give no shits.
You should probably stop what you're doing and go to YouTube and watch us there.
Because I got peas on my feet because I'm icing my foot.
I got peas on my feet.
That sounds like
Tupac.
Biggie, dude. Yeah, that was more Biggie.
I got peas on my feet.
We do. We're in the new studio. Things are going to get crazy.
Things are going to get crazy. We're going to have new clips coming out all the time. We got a lot of big plans in the works.
Just not yet on this podcast.
Just not. We're not quite fully operational. Much
not
like
yet.
the
It's
Death
all
Star.
in motion. It will be great. This one will be more of the same.
Yes.
And we will have more structure. We will have more clips. We'll have more topics. But for now, this is going to be pretty regular.
For now, we're winging it because it's been almost a month. And this is our last chance to do it for another week because I'm going out of town.
Yeah, and we're busy, and I'll be icing my foot the whole time.
And he's got a tough foot to deal with.
And yeah, we had to move. We moved studios. That's why we have a new studio. So that wasn't fucking.
Yeah, moving
best
into the new pad, got the new studio. I mean, there's so many just bitches here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the new bachelor pad, just juggling bitches. So that took up a lot of time.
And by bitches, we don't mean females, obviously.
No, we mean just like mean people.
I mean the overall vibe that we're here. We're juggling these bitches.
We're juggling these as they say in the hip hop community.
These females.
These classy women that we respect very much.
No, I'm stoked on this new podcast, though.
No, it's going to be, things are going to be cool. It's going to be a lot better. I don't have to flip my bed against the wall anymore. That was a little inside baseball for the old studio.
Did that for 2 years straight.
For 2 years straight.
Just flipping the bed up. And yeah, we don't have, it's just so much more comfortable.
Yeah, these
Looks
chairs
professional.
are so nice. Yeah.
Feels professional.
Yeah, dude. It feels professional.
It feels professional.
Everyone watching can tell how, they're like, damn, you guys are professional. And it's like, yeah, we are.
We got lighting and shit.
We got lighting. We got, it's still just my phone as a camera. We're going to have more cameras.
That'll be in the future. We're going to get more cameras.
Again, it's not yet, but.
Not this podcast.
Not this podcast, no.
Okay. This podcast will be kind of normal.
So fucking cool it.
All right. I can already see the comments.
I can already see the thousands of comments we're going to get about like, where's all this new stuff? Just wait.
Just wait. It's coming.
I ask for patience. But yeah, so let's talk about what the fuck we've been doing for the last month when we've been not podcasting. The big one that the people want to know about is what we were talking about on the last podcast, was the private birthday party show.
We did it, and it's done, and it's a thing of the past. Thank
And
God.
now we don't have to do it again.
My God, I'm so happy it's over.
I know, dude.
So happy time passed, and now we're here, and
Yeah.
that's in the past.
Yes. So we went this last week. We went down to Breckenridge Friday with friend of the show, Pat Truer.
Yeah, we can talk about those. Let's get to. They want to know about the birthday party.
Yes.
They do.
I was just kind of setting that up. Like, that was Friday. We did 2 shows. They were awesome. The next day, we did the Saturday birthday party show.
We did.
And, you know,
Where should we start?
so I think first we can start with Michigan played at 10 in the morning, and as a diehard Michigan fan, I insisted that we watch it. I also insisted that we drink whiskey and beers at 11:30 a.m.
Yeah.
And we did.
We did. Like professionals, though. We know how
like pros.
We know how to drink.
Matt was like, "Are you worried that you're going to be too drunk?" And I was like, "I don't think you understand what a proficient alcoholic I am."
This is the most sober I've ever been.
Yeah. I was like, "I feel amazing."
So we watched the whole game at a nice bar in Breckenridge.
Yep. Talked a bunch of shit to people. Was it Ollie's? Is that the name of the place? Yeah.
I think so. We drank whiskey, coffee, beers, light beers, dark beers.
The couple next to us was eating ceviche, and it smelled like shit.
Yeah, they were older, though.
They were older.
That's what they do.
They were very nice.
Everyone at the bar was nice.
They were all very nice.
They seemed to like us. They probably didn't, but they seemed to.
We were all having conversations about our first concert we ever went to. Remember that?
Yeah. Weird Al Yankovic
Weird Al Yankovic. Me. Yours was Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift was mine, of course.
I think neither of those things are surprising to anyone.
No, those are good facts, though, and they're true.
Hell yeah, dude. Weird Al's the man. I can't wait for the new movie.
Oh,
Weird
yeah.
Al movie.
Danny Rads.
Dude, Danny Rads. I'm so stoked that it's him. The only person I wish it really would have been is me.
Yeah, but you didn't get the call back.
They didn't call me back.
They wanted some dude named Daniel Radcliffe or something.
Yeah.
Apparently he has some fucking shit he's done in the past. You know, he has some acting gigs that he was pretty good in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really see him.
There was that one where he played a dead body. You remember that movie?
Which one was that?
It was, I can't remember what it was called, but it was him. I don't know if anyone even saw it, because he was doing some weird indie shit after Harry Potter.
Yeah, him and Shia LaBeouf fully penetrated each other in a movie or something.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a great film. But it's like a Weekend at Bernie's thing, but it's it's like Castaway meets Weekend at Bernie's, where someone's stuck on an island with a dead body, and it's Daniel Radcliffe, but he imagines that the dead body is talking to him, so he keeps dragging him around and shit.
Oh my God.
I didn't hear anything about it.
I don't even know if that's true. That sounds like a dream you had.
It probably was. And then I woke up and I was like, man, that was a good movie.
That was a crazy good movie. I got to talk about this on the internet.
I tell everyone online all about this totally real movie I saw.
So we got drunk.
Watched
the Michigan game.
Yeah, watched Michigan game. They won. They kicked the shit out of Penn State, all those pedophiles, so that was great. And then we somewhat sobered up.
Yep.
And drove all the way to Avon, where the couple that we were roasting, they
rented a condo.
They rented a really fucking nice condo.
A nice condo, and that's where we performed.
Yeah, and
I thought they were all condo in the living room.
Yeah. I thought they were all going to be super rich people. Apparently, they're all just like retired bartenders.
Yeah, they said it was like half and half.
Yeah.
Like half rich people, half of them were like still in the service industry.
Yeah, we thought they all had Teslas. It turns out that Brett was the only guy with a Tesla.
Which worked out.
Husband to the roastie.
Yeah. He had a Tesla, though.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
Yeah, what a fucking dork.
So we performed in the living room of a rented out condo while a chef they hired cooked in a kitchen about 15 yards from us.
No, it's more like 15 feet.
15 feet from us.
Yeah.
And we stacked the chairs around so they could all watch us perform, and then the chef cooked, and we did stand-up comedy.
Yeah. And the crazy part is it went pretty well.
It didn't go bad. It could have gone way worse.
It could have gone way worse. Everyone was on board. There was a few people there I had to start. I was like, who's never seen stand-up comedy before?
Yeah.
And there was only probably like 5 or 6 out of 30 people?
Yeah. And I would say also 5 or 6 different people knew that there was going to be a comedy show.
Yeah.
The rest of them didn't even know we were fucking
They had no idea
that.
what was happening.
No.
Yeah.
Which was not a great sign when we were driving there.
No. Well, it's the other, because then we left We went and dropped off some stuff there, like the little PA, and then we went over to their normal house because they had rented a house down the street. So we went to their actual house where we were going to stay. And I was positive all day, and I was like, man, it's going to be great.
Yeah, all week you were like, I was like, it's probably not going to be good.
And I was like, it's going to be great.
The weeks leading up to it, I was like, this is going to suck maybe. And
then,
you're like, it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
that's what you kept saying. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. And then an hour before the show, I took a shower. We were going over notes, figured out what we were going to do, and I just stopped. And I was like, what if this is really bad?
And I was like, yes. I was like the Sith Lord. I was like, let the hate flow through you.
Feel your hate.
Yes, this is good. This makes me feel better. It could suck.
It could suck. But we showed up. Everybody was chill. It was a vague Western theme, like Western chic. Is that what they said on the invite, I think? And you, of course, Matt hates anything to do with the holidays or tradition.
I'm not dressing up. I'm not, I'll perform, but I'm not dressing up like a fucking monkey, dude.
He looked like Kurt Cobain as normal, and I looked like, what did I say? I looked like fucking Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, you looked like a miniature Burt Reynolds.
Exactly.
Like someone put Burt Reynolds in the microwave too long.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I had my stupid-ass Bud Light cardboard cowboy hat on.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
It was a huge hit.
Yeah, okay.
No one commented on it, actually. No one said anything. But we did the show. We each did some stand-up, and then at the end we went up together and did some roasting.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun.
It was loose. It was fun. I really only had like 3 roast jokes.
You
probably had 8 to 9.
Yeah, I probably had like 8 or 9.
Again, we said this last time. I had never fucking met this chick at all. Not one time. Had no idea. I met her 3 hours before the show.
Yeah.
Like, roast me. I was like, you're not famous. Like I
Like,
don't
who
know
are
anything
you?
about you.
Yeah.
So maybe I can play with your name. I don't know.
Karen, what a bitch.
Yeah.
Am I right?
The other fun part was like we were there probably an hour before we were supposed to perform on their huge stage. And like no one knew who the fuck we were.
Yeah. People kept being like, so do you work with Brad? And we're like, yeah.
Yeah, we're the CEO actually.
Yeah, and if he fucks up tonight, he's fired.
Yeah, there's a lot riding on this party.
Let's just say
he
might not be able to afford this condo.
And then we started to do comedy, and they're like, oh, that's who these guys are.
Oh, that's why you're here.
Yes, specifically.
to entertain us, you monkeys. And, the roast jokes, I just basically... Because she's from South Africa, I called her a racist a bunch, which was a big hit.
Yeah, and it probably is true.
I said, Karen's from South Africa, and that's why there's no black people here.
And there wasn't.
Yeah, and she was like, how did you know there weren't going to be any black people here? And I was like, what, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I was like, you're an Avon.
I had a hunch.
I had a sneaking suspicion.
I had a hunch. That was a risk I was willing to take.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple racially ambiguous people.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
There's a Hispanic guy named Hector. Yeah. He was cool.
Very cool guy. Very interesting man.
Very interesting man.
Glad we got to talk to him.
Yep.
Broadened our horizons. We can put all his dirt out on the air if we wanted.
Yeah. So
we don't need to.
So can tell his past crimes that he admitted does.
In confidence. People always admit weird shit to you after you've performed.
Yeah, it's something about because they're like, oh, well, you're a comedian, so you'll appreciate this.
You said some wild things up there about your past, so here's me.
Want to know something crazy about me?
Yeah,
and it's like, not really, but all right.
But go ahead, and that's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, and you're just like, wow.
Like, I'm not...
But Hector was actually cool.
No, very nice guy.
Yeah, great guy.
And we knew he would be.
Yeah.
We didn't assume he was going to be.
Yeah, we weren't like, oh, God, another stupid fan.
Yeah, we knew he was going to be cool.
Yeah.
They had free booze for us, and that chef that was cooking...
Oh, my God, it was
fucking
dynamite.
Cooked up a bomb meal.
That was the best part of that whole thing was getting to eat that food for free. Holy shit.
I know you're not a horseradish cream guy, but
all about
I've been thinking about it every day since. I was like, fuck, that was good. And then the prime rib, I was like, God damn it, bro.
Yeah, prime rib, salmon, fucking barbecue pork.
Yeah, it's just weird to do your set that you normally do in a living room.
Yeah.
During daylight. Yeah. That was peculiar.
I mean, it was, like I said, it went pretty well.
Could have gone way worse.
Even her parents, who were both there from South Africa, or no, her mom actually lives in Denver or close to there, but her dad surprised her and flew in all the way from South Africa.
South Africa?
With their weird accents. I mean, it's like,
fucking yeah.
It's like, I know you're speaking English, but I'm not entirely sure what you're
getting half of
saying
it.
to me.
I'm getting half of it, you crazy son of a bitch.
Yeah, but they were cool. They were in.
Yeah.
They were on board, and we got paid, and then we left.
We did promptly. we were hanging out, but they had she was like, we gotta pay them so they can leave. They're just hanging around so they can get paid. And we're like, no, we would fucking.
It's like, no, we're gonna hang out, and then they paid us, and then we left.
Yeah, and we're like, all right, we can fucking leave.
Well, it took him so goddamn long to pay us. That's why.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So he had to go get it in his Tesla.
Right.
And he didn't know where his keys were.
Yeah, he lost his keys.
Because for some reason his keys were playing music or something. I don't know.
Well, it's because
Teslas
his
work.
keys were, he could unlock it with his phone, and he couldn't find his phone. God. And so he was running all over, and then Karen was calling him a fucking loser.
The other fun part, though, my favorite part of the whole birthday party show was that we were supposed to stay in this nice couple's house. That's where they were going to stay at the condo they rented. Then Kyle and I were going to crash at their actual place.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
Yep.
When we first got there, she dropped a bomb on us that they have a cat there, which is a problem for me.
Because you're allergic to cats.
I'm allergic to cats. And it would have been miserable. So immediately I was like, God damn it. And we went there so Kyle could fucking shower and roll around in their bed naked for a couple minutes, as he does.
Just walk around and look at all their family photos and while masturbating.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he does, it's pre-show rituals.
It's pre-show. I can't just stop now.
No, dude.
No, dude.
How far it's got you.
Yeah, I would just go up there and I'd be like, I can't.
No, it's got you into a new studio. Don't quit now.
Yeah, right? Look at us.
So we were supposed to stay there, and I was immediately like, fuck, I don't want to sleep with a cat. And then we also had the idea that if this goes poorly, Steamboat's only an hour and a half drive away. We can just go home.
Just run away.
Yeah, we can just go home and never look back.
Yeah.
All right?
Just take the money and run.
So we decided that we were just going to go home, but they all thought... They thought we were going to stay there. So the whole night they were like, you guys got to watch out for the cat. He'll bring you dead rats.
That was kind of weird.
He'll bring you rabbits. And it wasn't just them. Like,
the dad was like,
dad was warning us.
Have you heard about the cat? And I was like, yes.
Like, sleep face Dan, you cocksucker.
Yeah, he might rip your dinky off.
And I was like, God, just in the back of my head, I was like, we're not staying there.
The whole time, you just wake up, there's a cat on your face, and your face is swelled up.
Oh, my God, dude. It would have been fucking miserable. But they were, like, giving us all the house rules. They're like, all right, so you go downstairs, it's twice. Make sure you close the door, turn the fridge to low. The microwave might make some weird sounds.
Check the thermostat. It has to be at 68, no higher, no lower.
Ignore that. There's a snowman in the garage. Make sure you pack a couple ice cubes into it before you hit the hay, because he will melt.
Because he will melt, and the children will be mortified.
Yeah, they will be irate.
They will literally leave us.
They will divorce us.
They will put a knapsack on a stick, and they will jump on a train, and we'll never see them again.
So that was our nice little inside joke.
And we were just kind of like, oh yeah, totally. And we were just, they'd walk away and be like, we're leaving, right? They'd be like, yeah, we're fucking leaving.
We're not gonna fucking stay.
No.
We just drove home, and I still think to this day they think we slept there.
No, I told him that we didn't.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he asked the next day. He's like, how'd you sleep? And I was like, well, I'm in my bed.
Yeah, we didn't stay at your cat house.
Your fucking weird cat house. Smells like tuna.
Oh, my God.
Nice people, though, so happy birthday to Karen.
Yeah, happy birthday, Karen. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, very nice people. So, yeah, for the people who wanted to know, I had some people text me, and they're like, so how'd it go? Everyone wanted to ask, so how'd it go? Because we were constantly talking about what a disaster it might be for a while.
Well, it had all the ingredients for a disaster.
It definitely, it could have easily been a complete fucking disaster.
Yeah, and thank God it wasn't.
No.
It was just kind of average, but at the same time, our friend Pat True was like, if it's a fucking disaster, at least it'll be funny later.
Which was a solid point.
It's a good advice.
That's
a glass half full fucking type of advice right there. If it goes poorly, that's good. If it goes good, that's good.
Yeah. That's positive Pat coming through.
PP.
Yo, PP.
Oh, PP. Speaking of Pat, it was good to see Pat.
Great to see Pat. Yeah, those shows too at Broken Compass Brewing. Shout out to Broken Compass Brewing, friend of the show. They it was awesome.
Yeah, they were cool as fuck, man.
Yeah.
That was fun.
The first spot, I had done that spot once before. It's weird because we were just standing next to a wall.
Next to a wall and a fridge and a microwave.
Yeah, and there was a guy literally on the other side of the fridge.
Yeah.
I kept trying to sneak around and play peekaboo with him, and he wasn't into it.
It was wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the greatest setup for comedy.
Not the best setup.
But we work with what we have because we're constipated professionals.
I haven't shit in weeks because that's how professional I am.
We're not going to do it until we make it big.
Yes.
All right.
I'm not going to shit for at least 10 more years.
It was wild how similar Breckenridge and Steamboat are, though.
Yeah.
Like the same fucking town.
Oh, Breck is cool. It's a little bit older. It's got a little bit more of an old-timey feel.
Yeah.
We didn't really get a chance to hit some more of the bars downtown, but like there's one called the Panhandle, and they have like a wood-burning stove just sitting in the corner, like someone lived there 150 years ago.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's probably the only building there.
That has a wood-burning stove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into wood-burning stoves, Breckenridge is the spot for you.
If you like drinking next to antique home heating equipment, then you're going to love Breckenridge, Colorado.
The weird part was, like, we both had good sets, and then neither one of us got laid afterwards.
You know, I'm kind of tired of that happening. I'm kind of tired of this.
And if I'm being 100% honest,
Please.
I'm completely fed up with it now. You know?
Ladies, you're on notice.
All right?
I don't want to say that you're a bitch, but speaking of bitch, should we talk about the crazy bitch at open mic last night?
Yeah, that's pretty fresh.
That's pretty
That
fresh.
was less than 24 hours ago.
So the fun, for those of you who have never had the pleasure of attending open mic comedy.
And we pride ourselves on having pretty good open mics,
We
which
do.
I am starting to doubt more and more as the months go on.
Well, once that chick left, it was pretty good.
Yeah, the last
I
half
just
was
had
great.
to eat shit for the
You
first 15 minutes.
absolutely had to get crucified.
Had to fucking crucifixion would have been probably a lot easier. It would have been faster.
You were like Jesus. You had to do it for
I died for your sins.
you died, but we didn't sin. You died for their sins.
Yes, I did. God
And it
damn
was
it.
a fucking. That was brutal. That chick was insane.
Yeah. So do you want to start the story?
Yeah, we can do it. So they do trivia before our comedy nights, which kind of works out sometimes. And this chick was co-hosting the trivia, so she was like checking scores and shit, and she was obviously drunk and like dancing around on stage. And we were like, "This is fucking okay. She's hammered.
Yeah, whatever.
That's stupid." And then we announce multiple times that we're about to do a comedy open mic,
Yeah.
which we do every time.
And
If you
trivia ran a little late, so
Ran
we
late.
didn't give much space in between trivia and comedy.
Yeah, it didn't let people leave, so we kind of still started while they were fucking closing out their checks, which is never great. But we announced it multiple times. Kyle goes up there, starts doing his fucking set, and the drunk lady, trivia lady, is having full volume conversations in the middle of the bar.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe even above full volume.
Having full volume conversations with like infatuated laughter.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
Loud as shit, like
Yep.
screaming a lot
Yeah.
of the fucking times. So immediately I go over there 2 minutes in and I go, "Hey, we're trying to do a comedy open mic right now. If you guys want to talk, you can please go outside. That's no problems." And they looked at me like I had dicks on my eyeballs.
Yes.
They didn't say anything to me, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
They
And
just stared at you in awe.
they stared at me like, "I can't believe this fucking white man is telling me what to do."
Well, yeah.
And I said, "All right, thank you." And then I went and sat
These
back
were white
down.
people, by the way, which
Yeah.
are the only people who actually get offended by white people.
Yeah, 100%. White women too. You know,
Yes.
and we're not going to go there.
We're not
Anyway,
gonna go there.
I tried to tell them nicely to be quiet because it's really hard to do fucking comedy when people are screaming in the middle of the bar.
Yeah.
And I went back and sat down, and they kept having full volume conversations to the point where Kyle had to bring it up multiple times during your set, which is fun.
Unfazed, too.
Yeah, they didn't even.
Normally you call out a table for talking or a group of people for talking, and they at least, like, turn their head.
Yeah.
These people, it was like I was a ghost.
Yeah, they didn't even. And if they did give you any attention, it was the worst type of attention.
Yeah. Well,
that
the
you
guy
could-
with them, like, I kind of went back and forth with him on some joke at one point in time.
Yeah. The dude that looks like Hayden.
Yes.
Yeah.
He
but
looks
he's
like
not
Tall
him.
Hayden.
Yeah, but he's not him.
Shout out to Tall Hayden and regular size
Shout out to
Hayden.
regular size Hayden.
Yeah. Tall Hayden, not so much.
Yeah, no, get new friends. And then the lady who was super loud came up to me at the end of Kyle's set and says, "Hey, do you have the list?"
But not at the end, I was still up.
Yeah. No, not at the end of Kyle's set.
Towards
he was
the end.
Towards
Yeah.
the end. He was still chugging along.
Still fucking just
Still
so guys,
pounding his head into the mic stand.
isn't Steamboat crazy? And
Yeah. Didn't have a chance. It was brutal. But she came up to me. She's like, "Hey, do you have the list?" And I was like, "The open mic list?" I was like, "The open mic list?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, do you have the list? Can I sign up?" And she had this crazy fucking look in her eyes. You can't even...
just nothing going on in there.
Dude, just like a crazy, like diabolical look. And I was like, "Yeah, you want to sign up to do comedy?" And she's like, "Yeah, sign me up. Put my name down." Like that type of energy. Put my
Right.
name down. Sign me up. Yeah, no, put it down. Emma. You can cut that if you want. That's her name, though.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
She's
it
not
doesn't
gonna listen
matter.
to this.
Put me down. And I was like, "Do you have any like jokes or material planned, because I could tell she fucking didn't. I could tell she had a thought in her head, and the thought was, I'm gonna go up and do something on stage and get the attention on me.
Attention.
That was her thought.
Just the word attention was like in a big, like Dirk Diggler style sign, just blasting over and over again behind her eyes. That's what it was.
Like inviting you into a store. Attention, we sell it here.
Exactly.
And so that happened, and she was like, I'm gonna go up. And I asked her if she had any jokes or material, and she goes, yeah, I do have jokes. Why are you asking me that? Would you ask a man that? Yeah, bro. And it kind of threw me off
what?
Off balance. I was like, what the fuck? And it took me a second. I was like, yeah, I would ask a man that if he had been screaming during Kyle's entire set and then asked me to come and do comedy.
Right.
And she's like, well, can I sign up? Can you put me down? But my name's da-da-da. And I was like, well, look, if you want to do comedy, why don't you come back next week and we can sign you up? And that's when she knew she wasn't going to fucking go up. So she goes, you're not going to sign me up. And I was like, no, I'm not. And she goes, okay. And she starts mumbling shit under her breath as she walks away. I can't believe he's not going to sign me up. And these two older ladies sitting next to me had my back, and they turned and looked at her and said, it's a free country.
Which is a great response.
Yeah, it is.
For the record.
It is a free country.
Perfect response.
We don't have to sign you up.
I don't have to do shit.
Not at all. But that's not where it ends. Then they continued to throw a fit because we wouldn't sign her up. Her friends started chanting her name, and that's where you came in.
Yes. Well, they started chanting their name. They started like, Emma. I thought they were saying ABBA.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I supposed to start doing Mamma Mia up here? Like, what are you talking about? And they're like, no, like, my friend Emma wants to sign up, but that guy won't let her. And I was just confused.
Yeah, yeah.
And as to, not to like throw you under the bus, I was just kind of like, well, like, why not?
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I'm like, we need bodies.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And so I was like, well, I can, like, I'm in charge of the sign-up list. Do you want to sign up?
Yeah, and that's what threw me under the bus. I was like, this motherfucking idiot, dude.
I got to make sure you know your fucking role, man.
I'm the one that does the sign-ups, actually. So, yes, you can sign up, you dumb lady. And I was like, Kyle, no.
You're like, no.
You ruined everything we've worked for.
And to be fair, probably less than a minute later, I was like, I think I made a mistake.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
And I wasn't just thinking that. I said it out loud.
Yeah.
And yeah, they kept being like loud, but it completely obliterated like my closing joke.
It obliterated your whole set.
It obliterated.
I hate to be the bearer,
but
of bad
I mean
news.
that just back and forth with her because they were
God.
shouting at me while I was on stage, and I was like, well, I guess just like put your hands together for Emma, everybody. And she thought that meant she was going on stage right then, and so she walked up, and I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you called me up, and I was like, no, I was mocking you. And she was like, oh, would you mind me? Like a total fucking...
The worst type of person.
Yeah. And it's like one of these things where because I wasn't like doing well, which was again all her fucking fault.
Yep.
She was basically like, oh, well then who the fuck... Like I'm entitled to just like mock you back.
Yeah. I can do what you're doing.
Yeah. Anybody could like that one dumbass guy who went up...
Of fucking energy, dude.
The guy who went up like a month or so ago, and he's like, oh, you guys use notes, and was mocking us. I'm like, yeah, we're practicing, dick.
Yeah, dude.
Like, you have no idea what you're talking about.
He went up there and just chugged his own dick for like 4 minutes.
He did. That's when Ed was like, pull him off, and I was like, no, he needs this.
Yeah.
He needs to hear the silence.
30 seconds later, we're like, all right, yeah, cut the mic.
Yeah. He got enough of a taste of what a piece of shit he was. So then I get off stage, and
I let you in on the conversation I had with her.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? And I had to go over to the other side of the room to tell Paige, the greatest sweetheart ever.
Yeah, the nicest lady in the world.
That she was up in a couple. And she was on the way, and I was like, well, I can't fucking avoid this person. And so she comes to me, and she was all like being like half apologetic. And her first response was like, well, I was saying goodbye to my friends. I didn't know you were doing stand-up. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, I couldn't have made it more obvious what was going on.
Yeah. Announced it multiple times. I came up and told her privately that we're doing this.
Yes. And then
so she was just a liar, bro.
I mean, she was a sociopath is what she was. A complete drunken sociopath.
A narcissistic, probably paranoid sociopath.
Yeah. And
and
then, well, I mean, like, not to, I don't want to just beat it to death about like how much wokeness is annoying, especially in the comedy world. But
Yeah.
she says to me, she's like, well,
We're fighting woke culture.
we're fighting the woke culture, bro. Can you believe it? You used to be able to say anything. But anyway, she says to me, she's like, well, I tried to talk to the other guy, and then these ladies next to me said it's a free country and other Republican things.
Yeah.
I was just like, and that just like put me aback. I was like, what?
Well, that's definitely a Republican thing to say.
To say
it's
that,
a free country.
that you want a free country, yeah.
No, it has nothing to do with the Constitution.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with like what everyone should want, at least. Not her. She wants to be the dictator of fucking Steamboat Comedy, apparently.
She wants the opposite of a free country, which
Yes.
is not a free...
Fucking North Korea?
Yeah,
I don't
not
know.
a free country.
Yeah.
How dare you tell me this is a free country?
Right. And she was like, she's like, are you mad at me? And I kind of just, and she was getting all like teary eyed. And I was like, well, you're a little bit loud and you're a little bit disrespectful.
A lot of bit to
Yeah.
both of those.
I was letting her down easy.
You're being nice, which
I was
we
being
do.
diplomatic.
And we don't really get a lot of credit for being nice, which
Right?
is kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like we're really nice guys.
Again,
That's another
ladies,
topic
have
that-
sex with us.
That's another topic for another
For
time.
Another day.
And a future podcast
Yeah.
when we will have much better production value.
Yes, it's only going up. Yeah, and then she basically was like, well, I'm all like sad now and this and that, and I was like, well, like, if you still are feeling up to it at the end of the night, I was like, you're at the end of the list because you signed up last. If you're still up to the end of the night, you can go up. How does that sound? She's like, okay.
No.
And so she made it probably about 5 more minutes.
Before the attention wasn't on her.
Yeah, and everyone else was quiet and actually paying attention to the comedy and laughing, which
Yep.
was
The goal.
the goal.
The goal for every open mic we do.
Yep.
Just have people listen.
Just listen and, maybe we can bring a smile to your
Yeah.
face.
Provide some feedback about our jokes. That's really all we're looking for. We're not trying to fight
Yes,
local people.
right.
But
to clarify, feedback is like, I don't want to hear your thought-out opinion.
No, laugh or don't.
Laugh or don't.
Laugh or don't.
That's the only
it.
feedback I need.
You can whisper to your friends, this guy fucking sucks. But that's about it.
That's fine.
All right, that's great.
Yeah.
Table talk's fine.
Yeah, then she stormed out and screamed into the night.
Republican banter.
I can't believe they told me it's a free country.
Yeah. You went and dipped her feet in the fucking river and cursed our names
Yes, I hope.
into some fucking voodoo dolls.
She put a hex on
It's
us.
just wild, dude. It's like
Yeah.
we don't do comedy here
Yeah.
in town to try to fucking argue with people. Dude,
Right.
like that's not the point.
Yeah, and at one point too, while I was still on stage, she was fucking making all kinds of noise. I was like, "It's cool, just blow up my set. That's it's just what I fucking put all of my time
Yeah.
into do." And she's like, "No, we love you. We're on your team," or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, do you? Well,
You're
then
not.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, then shut the fuck
Then
up.
quit ruining this for everyone around you.
God, dude.
Complete fucking psycho."
Yeah, I mean, when the entitlement's crazy. I don't like to use that word because it's fucking triggering, I guess. But
yes,
the
well,
entitlement,
it's overused. I
yeah,
would say.
it's just crazy because if I were to ever go up to someone at an open mic and say, "Hey, can I sign up?" and they say, "No, but come back next week," I would have gone, "Okay, that's more than reasonable."
yes,
But
that's
she decided
fine.
to throw a fit
Yes.
about that,
Yeah.
which it's kind of the difference between cool people and not cool
And
people.
One might say an entitled person.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and
I'm
then
not a fucking psychiatrist though.
Yeah, and the fun part was at the end of the night when her dumb friend came up to me.
Oh yeah, it didn't even stop there.
Yeah, it didn't even stop there. Her dumb
Her
friend came
went
up
to
and
bat for her.
yeah, we tried to go to bat for her and basically kept trying to tell me that I should feel bad, and I was like, I don't feel bad at all,
No, not 1%.
not even in the slightest.
God, dude.
It's fucking
Of course I don't feel fucking.
yeah. So this has been a nice little masterclass on what not to do at an open mic or at any comedy show.
I think
for
we
that
were
matter.
doomed from the beginning on that one.
Yeah, I mean it's the good and the bad thing.
I
About
mean, we hit all the fucking marks that you're supposed to. You called them out, asked them to be quiet. I personally went over there, asked them to be quiet. That's really all you can fucking do. If they don't leave or be quiet after that, then the night unfolds how it unfolds.
Then you never know.
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen. It was funny. Even Ed got on the master microphone in the back, and he was like, "It's like what did he say?" He's like, "This is like, open mic comedy for you or something like that. And I was
Yeah.
like, sure is.
Sure the fuck is, man. But it actually turned around into I had a nice set.
Yeah, you did well, and because people liked you and were paying attention. Really, everyone but me. They liked and were paying attention
Yeah,
to and
for
were laughing.
sure.
And I just had to sit in the corner. Just
It's wild that once that lady left, that everything the whole night turned around.
yeah, it's
Fucking
weird.
crazy. It's almost like there was a
Like there was like a
Like a
deep
s-
and singular problem in the middle of the room.
very, very obvious problem.
Yes.
But I'm like I said, we're not psychologists or psychiatrists here
No.
on the Steamboat Comedy
Mm-mm.
Podcast.
We're not.
We are men.
We're just men doing our best.
We are just men trying our hardest
Trying our hardest to make you smile.
and to do right by our Lord and Savior Jesus
Well,
Christ.
That's number one, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. But shout out to Pat Truer. Those shows were fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, those were great shows. Those were fun. The fucking brewery was sick. Had some fun.
Yeah. Good times.
Drank some brews.
Drank some brews. Didn't get laid. Pretty typical night.
I got higher than normal for my second set, too.
Oh, yeah. You got a little stony baloney, didn't you?
Because Sir Patrick Truer gave me an edible before the second
Yeah.
show.
We were at his place, and he was like, you guys want an edible? And I was like, fuck no. And you're like, yeah, I'll take one. And I was like, this will be interesting.
Yeah, and it was great. It was awesome.
Yeah, there you
My
go.
mouth got a little dry. There was only one point during my set where I had to go, okay, I'm pretty high. That was about it.
Yeah. I'd say that's best case scenario.
Yeah, that did. It worked out real nice.
Yeah.
I had
There
like
you
an
go.
out-of-body experience while I was up there
Wow.
crushing.
I was up
dude.
there just crushing.
I was up there absolutely lampooning people. Yeah, an out-of-body experience.
Oh, speaking of lampooning, we went and did the Boulder Comedy Show.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
No.
That was also a fucking blast.
That was a fucking blast. Brent Gill, friend of the show. Shout out to Brent Gill.
Shout out to Brent
Absolute
Gill.
Man. Yeah, Boulder Comedy Show, one of the longest running, if not the longest running comedy show.
It was a great show. No one's too woke for anything there. I
Yeah.
don't know what the fucking...
And it's Boulder.
Yeah. Like, it was
yeah,
fucking...
they were fine.
They were great. Everyone's like, oh, Boulder is super woke in Boulder.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they were just pretty normal.
Yeah, they're pretty normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laughed at the same jokes.
Yeah.
No one fucking threw red wine on us in protest of PETA or whatever.
No cans of tomato soup were
Yeah,
thrown at
dude.
us.
We were good. No one defaced a Picasso painting or anything.
Not that I saw, at least.
Not while we were there.
Not while I was there.
God, dude. Fucking Boulder, dude. Well, careful. They're woke there. And they're not.
No, they're fine.
They're good.
Yeah.
Good sports.
I mean, even when I was repeatedly saying the N-word with no context,
Yeah.
they were totally fine with it.
They were. They actually cheered.
Yeah.
Boulder cheered.
That's-
They actually gave you the idea to say it.
Yeah,
Most
they
of
were
those
like,
people
say
did.
it. And I was like, I know what you mean.
Yep.
Yeah, and I got a standing O for the first time.
They were passing you letters. They were saying, say this word.
Yeah.
And you got 100
was
of
like-
them. And by the 100th one, you're
Yeah,
like, well,
they were
you know.
just paper airplanes just getting bombarded, and they all just said the N-word all over them.
We can cut that.
Sorry, Brent, that didn't actually happen.
Yeah, that did not happen at all. It went really well. Great fucking show.
Yeah, good times. So that's why we haven't been giving you the high-quality podcast you're used to getting.
Yeah, we've been hitting the road a little bit and also moving our entire lives.
Yes.
Everything we own, we moved
Yep.
and set back up.
Mm-hmm. But it's worth it because we got the new studio.
New
baby.
studio with everything else coming.
Huh?
Yeah, we got some new fucking plans. We're gonna make Kyle watch some gross videos. You can look forward to that. He's terrible at seeing
I'm not looking
gross,
forward to this
gross
idea.
stuff, and his reactions always entertained me. So we were like, we should do that on the podcast. We're gonna do that. We're gonna have some topics. We're gonna have some likes, some dislikes. You know, the regular stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna have some clips.
You know what I hate? This is what you're gonna look forward to. We're gonna talk about what we hate and talk about something positive. Because mainly people just talk about what they hate, and we decided to do that with a spin now.
You know, the nice positive spin.
We're throwing a little sunshine with the negative. This is what, you know what I hate?
What do you hate?
That the Queen song, Radio Gaga. Radio Gaga. You know that one? Radio Goo Goo.
No.
You don't know that one?
That's a Queen song?
It's the worst Queen song of all time.
Is that where Lady Gaga, Senorita Gaga, got her name?
No, she was still just a little fetus.
She was just a wee fetus.
A little fetus in her father's eye.
A twinkling fetus.
She was a twinkling fetus in her father's eye at that point. But I love Queen too, but whenever that song comes on, it comes on at work all the time. I'm like, I fucking hate this song. How did such an amazing, performer and musician creates such a piece of shit song.
Well, they got a little rock opera-y for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to keep in mind that Freddie was a gay. And
He
the
was.
gays love their show tunes.
But Bohemian Rhapsody is one of the greatest fucking
it's incredible.
pieces of modern art
Oh, yeah.
of all time. I won't even go song. I'll go modern art.
Modern art.
One of the greatest pieces. And then to put that side by side with Radio Gaga is fucking terrible. And I can't believe you don't know the song right now. Because you do look like Freddie Mercury,
That
which
is true. I
you
should know
know,
all of it.
and
We all know.
we all know it's a tale as old as
It's
time.
just my buck teeth. That's
Can't-
what
you
it
know,
is.
we're fucking a dead horse at this point. I get it, but
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
no, not at all. It's just a saying. It's a common expression.
Common expression.
Can't fuck a dead horse.
Can't fuck a dead horse.
But yeah, that's like obviously I would have had Kyle listen to that song before so he could be in on it.
Yeah, it was
Garbage song, dude.
I wrote down a grievance I had yesterday, and I don't remember what it was.
Grievances. General grievances. That's what we'll call the set.
General grievances.
That's what we'll call the portion of the show. General grievances.
General grievances, and also general. What's the opposite of a grievance? An agreement.
Yeah, an agreement, a general agreement,
A general agreement.
and a general grievance. Those we'll work on it.
We're workshopping. New
We'll-
studio.
We'll get a thesaurus out, and this will all be chopped up
Yeah.
by the next time you guys tune in,
Yeah.
and it'll be fine. You want to plug some of your dates? You got shows coming up.
Oh, I do. Yeah. So I'll be in Denver tomorrow night. I should put this up in the morning. So tonight at the Sushi High show with Katie Bowman putting it together. I'm very excited for that. One's going to be fun. And then that's on the way to the airport. I'm flying. I'm doing a show in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Heyo,
My old stomping ground.
first time back since you've become a prestigious comedian.
I know. It's the first time I've ever performed in my home state.
Are you nervous?
No.
Nor should you be.
No. I'm
We're
just
all gonna die one day.
We're all
so
gonna
there's
die.
no reason to be.
It'll be fine. But it's cool. I'm getting a feature spot doing about a 20-minute set. Got some
Yeah.
friends and family coming out.
Hell yeah.
Anyone listening, if you're in Ohio, you should stop what you're doing and drive all the way to Cincinnati if you're not there and come check it out.
If you're in Cincinnati, just pop in.
Just pop in.
What is it? They gotta pay a little money, help a guy out.
Tickets I think are $20. I had a promo code, but I only had a limited amount, so I don't know, message me.
Yeah. More than likely you can get them in.
Yeah. I'll just
Nice.
be like, this is my manager.
So yeah, the Cincy show, baby.
Should be fun,
That'll
man.
be a good time. You get to
Yeah.
see your family,
Mm-hmm.
who you hate. You've told me before.
Oh, they're the worst. My mom is probably the only person who's heard every episode of this. So
Oh, your mom's great.
she'll be
I've
like,
met
what?
your
She
mom.
just spit out her fucking
yeah, I'm
Labatt
joking.
Blue.
I'm just fucking joking.
Sorry, Mom.
Friend of the show.
Love you. Friend of the show. My mom. So that'll be good. Yeah, I'm just going to give him probably the same 20 minutes I was doing this weekend.
Maybe some local shit you
Maybe
can do
some
there.
local shit.
You know some shit about the Cincinnati state.
Yeah. And I got some of the Colorado jokes. I'm trying to find ways to like weave them in where they're digestible,
Yeah.
if you will.
I think people are infatuated with Colorado.
Yeah.
I really think they are just because all the fucking drugs and weed and shit.
Yeah. People are like, ooh, the legend of,
Yeah.
of the West.
Yeah, the first ones, man.
Yeah. Wow.
Legalize it.
You guys got weed, man?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like when I might have told a story a way long time ago. I was coming back from Ireland. I did a month in Europe, and I was talking to the guy in customs, and he was super nice. Like, oh, where have you been? And I was like, oh, I've been here and this and that. And he's like, oh, so where are you going? And I was like, Colorado. And his whole face changed.
Yeah.
Like he was like suddenly talking to Pablo Escobar, and it's just like, what do you just assume I'm on drugs?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to Colorado, and I was like, what do you think, I'm going to smuggle drugs to Colorado?
You know what you should have said? You should have said, would you have asked me that question if I was a
If
man?
I was a man. And he would have been, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I would
man.
have started saying that.
It's
too.
2016. Would you ask me that if I was a man?
Any question? Yeah, we'll do it.
anything.
We'll do a role play. Ask me a question. Any question.
Man, what's your favorite color?
Would you ask me that if I was a man? I don't think you would.
So it's pink, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, all right. It's a new bit we're working on
We're
here.
we're workshopping here.
Yeah, it'll be better next time.
Yeah. But then other than that, we got our show, Hayden,
Oh
of
yeah,
the month. That's going to be fun. The Spooktacular.
Everyone's going to wear a costume but me. So show up. It's going to be a lot of losers wearing costumes.
He's going to dress up like a curmudgeon because that's what he is.
I will be the cool guy not wearing a costume because I am too cool to wear costumes. I don't play pretend.
Just a fucking party pooper.
No. You want to know what I would go as? I think I might have told you this in college. I would just go as a raccoon.
Yeah, you told me that.
And it was just because one night it was Halloween and I was drunk and I was wearing a gray shirt and it had like a black stripe on it. And then I just had a Sharpie and I just colored my eyes.
Even black eyes?
Yeah, I did black eyes. I didn't take any pictures of it. Thank God. Now
You didn't Trudeau it?
I can still run for office. And then anytime anyone would ask me what I am, I would say a raccoon.
A raccoon.
Not a raccoon.
A raccoon.
Raccoon. R-U-C.
I'm Rocky Raccoon.
And it got a laugh every fucking time. So if I do dress up as anything for this Halloween show, it will be a raccoon.
I think you should.
I might.
I think you should.
Get me a little drunk before the show, buddy. Make sure you have a Sharpie in your pocket, and anything's possible.
And it's going to be permanent marker, too. I'm going to make sure that.
It really was. I did it my freshman year. I woke up and I was like, oh, God.
I made a mistake.
It stings.
How long was it there for?
Oh, a couple days.
Okay.
Yeah, not too bad.
Not too bad.
You really scrubbed it, got the soap in the eyes, really let it burn out.
Really fucking burn it all
What are you
out.
going to go as? Write in. Tell us what you're going as for Halloween. We'll read them off next year.
Mock you publicly. It's going to be a surprise.
Because you don't know.
No, I already know. I already ordered it.
Oh, okay.
I had one costume, but it was too big, and so I had to send it back.
Are you going to be the Riddler?
Maybe. Cannot confirm or deny.
You're going to be the Riddler.
Nah, maybe.
Come on. Have you ever gone as Mario?
No, so there was one time.
You even have a joke about it,
Yeah. I mean,
but you've never done it.
No, I had plans to one time, and then I ended up falling through because I couldn't. It's surprisingly hard to buy men's overalls, is what I found.
Yeah, very.
Because I didn't want to buy like the tacky.
In 2022,
one.
you think it would be easier.
You'd think it'd be easier because there's no more working men out there.
No, they need overalls.
Yeah, all the farmers are just like, fuck off.
Yeah.
We're keeping our overalls, and you can't have any. We have pass them down to my children.
You gotta unstrap all that to take a dump. It's always pretty good.
I would hope there's a butt flap.
Now those are hard to find. You think regular overalls are hard to find?
The butt flap Supreme overalls, those are difficult.
You pay high dollar for a nice butt flap.
Oh, you gotta pay high dollar for a nice butt flap.
Well, you don't want a shitty butt flap.
Yeah, well, literally and figuratively.
No pun intended.
Yes.
Actually, yes, pun intended, because it is a comedy podcast.
Because, hey, we make puns on the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. No, I was going to do it. I couldn't do it. I did one time. We were in, when I was back in St. Mary, Montana.
Yeah,
we had
home
a bunch
of the
of
Braves.
Costume parties, yep. Home of the brave. Land of the free.
Land
It's a
of
free
the
country,
free.
man.
It is a free country up there. Those Republican bigots.
Yes. God, they're the worst.
Hey, it's a free country. You Republican bigot.
Yeah, I bet you're a racist. What? Me and two buddies, we went as the Beastie Boys.
Oh, nice.
And
Classic.
we dressed up. We all bought costumes that were exactly like the Fight for Your Right to Party music video. And I was Ad Rock. And Ad Rock wears just a red T-shirt, and it says like something like about like a gym class or something on it. I have the shirt still. And then it's just a basic red baseball cap. But I still had a big fat mustache. And so I show up in there, and I'm walking around, and everyone just saw the red hat and the mustache and like, oh, you're Mario.
You're like,
and I got so fucking annoyed that I went and changed halfway through the party into a different costume.
I'm not fucking Mario,
I was
man.
like, I'm fucking the Beastie Boys. And they're like, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Who's Beastie?
Yeah, you're a boy? You're not a beastie man?
All right, I'm Mario.
Yeah, I was like, well, all right. Let me go slide into a pipe somewhere.
It's a me, Mario.
It's a fucking me.
God
Are
damn
you
it.
happy? Yeah, that was the closest I came.
Yeah, I think you could maybe pull it off.
I probably could.
I think people would go buck wild in Hayden if you showed up as Mario.
I'm pretty excited for the Riddler, though.
That'll be fun.
I'm doing the Jim Carrey one with all the question marks and the dumb shit, and I got the cane with the question mark, and I got orange hair dye. It's gonna be
You're
nice.
going to dye your hair?
Yeah.
God, you're such a loser, dude.
Not permanently.
Not forever.
No, it's
It will
just like
come
not
out.
Batman Forever. It's just like
Is that the Val Kilmer one?
That's the one with the Riddler.
The Riddler, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
what you finally appreciate how great that joke was.
It's a good joke.
Thank you. So it's not bad.
Sorry I didn't laugh.
Just laugh.
New stud.
That's the new motto going forward.
New stud.
New studs, baby. Again, ladies, have sex with us, or at least consider it.
Yeah, don't write it off like a tax. Like taxes.
Like a bitch.
Yeah, like a tax lady.
You don't want to be a tax lady.
You don't want to be a tax lady.
Be
You
an
wanna
ass lady.
Yeah, that's what we're all about. So we got the Hayden show.
We got the Hayden
Then
show.
we got the series starting in December.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We might add a show at the beginning. I'm not sure, but we got Cypher Sounds coming out. It's going to be awesome.
Yep.
Big friend of the show, Cypher Sounds. And then we got, Steamboat Comedy Trivia is starting up on Monday. when I get
Lame.
back. Matt doesn't like knowledge. He's like Jon
Lame.
Snow. He knows nothing, and so he can't
You
contribute.
know nothing.
You know
Jon
nothing.
Snow.
That's what we should. You should be Jon Snow, and I'll be the chick.
Yeah, I'm down. That'll be fun.
Pretty good.
I just need like a furry cape.
Yeah.
That's really it. And a sword.
You know, I think in front of the show, Kyle Beckler has one of those capes.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he dresses up as Jon Snow once a month for Caitlin.
Dude,
I'm almost certain of
Let
it.
me unsheath my sword for you. But no, he went to.
She's like, I went to Comic-Con.
Yeah, she went to Comic-Con, and he was the Knight's Baywatch, which was pretty good.
Very cool. You got to be so clever to go to these
Be so
conventions,
fucking
dude.
clever to go tell
You really
jokes to
do.
dorks.
You got to be super clever to go to conventions.
Yeah.
You can't just have one costume. That's what Caitlin was saying. You have to have like a mixed. They have a word for it. Like a mixed
A
costume.
wardrobe? Oh.
Yeah, like a mixed
Oh, like
one.
you mean you can't be one thing at once?
Yeah, like a double entendre
Right.
of a costume.
You can't be like Deadpool. You got to be like the Grateful Deadpool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which that could be fun.
That could be pretty good.
That'd be fun. You dress up as Deadpool and take some acid.
That's
Could,
it.
That could be a
They're
fun
like,
night.
Like you're just Deadpool. Like, no, I'm on acid.
I'm the
like,
Grateful.
Oh, Grateful Deadpool.
Yeah.
You just have a guitar.
Yeah.
Just play it poorly.
Eating fucking cheese sandwiches the whole
No.
night.
You're just riding trains and you're
Whatever
high
they
on
do.
cocaine. I don't know what they do.
I don't know what they do. We don't condone drugs.
Of course not, Mom.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
You got anything else, man? This will
that's
be
pretty
much
much
more
it.
structured next time you
Yeah.
tune in.
we just wanted to get something out because it's been a while and gonna be out of town for a week. So want to get you some hot content.
Yeah. Something's better than nothing.
Yeah. So be grateful, listeners.
Unless it's herpes.
Then don't be grateful.
Then nothing is better than something.
Oh well. Yeah. At least you got laid.
Yeah, no, actually, glass half full. This
Glass
is like
half
the
full.
positive spin we're putting on our podcast now.
Yeah. That's my general agreement.
Yeah, STDs aren't always bad.
Exactly.
It means good things happen.
It's like a trophy for sex.
Sex trophies.
Yeah.
Shout out to Drew McElhaney.
Hey. All right, well, you want to just wrap it there, buddy?
Yeah, we didn't need a whole lot for this one. I think the people are satisfied.
The
Their
people are clearly
thirst
satisfied.
is quenched.
Yes. You're welcome.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Check it
Stay
out.
tuned. Check our Instagram and shit. We got all kinds of stuff coming up, and we will see you soon.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.